Are you happy to see your chickens?
Yeah. Kenzie, is this a new chapter? Are you adding to the farm? Yeah. Kenzie.
I like how you dressed yourself today. I love the chucks.
Homeschool, you know?
I was gonna get 6, but I decided to get 7. Okay?
Make it lucky?
Yeah, lucky number 7. Oh, they're on the other side over here. Here, go sit on the lawnmower. I'll set this down on there. Be gentle. Go. Here, sit them down there on the floor of the lawnmower. Kenzie, are you excited? Yeah. Open it up and take a look.
What'd you get today?
Here, pull the ends off. Now watch out, they're trying to jump out, okay? Guess how old they are? 4 days old.
We got new babies today.
2 Americana, 3 Brahma, 2 Buckeyes.
Those look like buff Brahmas. They're going to be so pretty. Kenzie, are you in love?
Kenzie, look here. Yeah. Buddy, how's it going? Robert here. So, long story short, I hate chickens. My wife loves them. Today's project, building a chicken coop. So, reason I dislike chickens, real quick, without getting into it and getting too emotional. When I was about 3 or 4 years old, my mom was working a client's horse and at their property, and I got locked in a turkey pen with 2 tom turkeys, and they locked the door on me and ran away and thought it was funny. Turkey started attacking me. I got terrified. To this day, I'm 32 years old. I hate chickens and I hate turkeys. They freak me out. We're pretty big waterfowl hunters. Got a duck boat, got a big enclosed trailer full of goose decoys. I pheasant hunt. I don't have a problem with any of those. For some reason, and I know it's irrational and everyone's laughing about now, chickens freak me out. So never in a million years I'd be thinking I would be building a big chicken coop, but that's marriage life, and maybe it'll help me with my chicken problem. So before we get too far into this, I made a mistake yesterday. Don't mind the mess. We've been here a month. We're still trying to clean stuff up. That's like a 22-foot beaver tail trailer. Not beaver tail brand, but has a beaver tail on it. Yesterday when I did our weekly run to town, I decided I'd get everything at once so I didn't have to leave again. I thought this trailer was a 14-foot deck. No, must be a 12. Because I grabbed some 16-footers, and as you can see, I'm sure I got some looks on the way home. I got a few inches of clearance. It did not hit my truck. I was not coming back all the way back home 15 miles each way just to grab a different trailer. So made it work. And future videos, some of them sheds are getting knocked down. They're a little dilapidated. That one I plan on keeping for implement storage, and right now it's full of stuff for the tractors. So I thought everyone would get a good laugh out of this. Number 1, I'm terrified by tractors. Number 2, or chickens. Number 2, this was how my chicken coop building experience started. So got everything going. I'll check back with you later and we'll see how I'm doing. I don't make any plans, drawings I should say, when I start to build something. I kind of see it in my head and I go from there. And yeah, I was a little bit at the lumber yard yesterday figuring out how much I think I needed. I bought some extra boards because we have some other projects to do around here. So got my little workstation built up. Chop saw, circular saw, impact driver. So the reason for this video, and they might be growing on me just a little bit, but don't tell my wife. Here's the chicks. Cute little boogers. For right now, we got 2 Americanas, 3 Brahmas, and 2 Buckeyes. So we'll see how they go. 7 chicks. All of them made it through the first night. I think they're 5 days old right now. They were 4 days when I bought them yesterday. So stay tuned. I'm probably going to mess this up. If it turns out half as good as I envision it in my head, it'll be a win. Thanks, everybody. So decided before I got this far, I might as well just take the 10 minutes to use some scrap wood and make a redneck table saw jig. So what we got here, just a Ryobi table saw. I screwed that down. The table itself is just some scrap pieces. I believe that's 3/4 I had used on a project at the last house before we moved. So got those screwed to some 8-foot 2x4 sitting on some sawhorses. So made a jig down here. I know my first length what I need to be. I gotta cut a bunch of these. Just some 2x4 treated scraps I had laying around. Pop 2 screws off, I can move that. The plan for this is to have a sloped roof, and I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna have the whole coop under a roof, not just an open run. So from there, comes down to here. I had used some scrap 2x3s also from a project at the old house and created kind of a leveler system there with a stop on it. I was about a 1/4 inch low and I don't have any 1/4 inch material at the house. So if you guys are not familiar, this is called C-Deck. It's a 1/4 inch thick foam. It's kind of got like a golf ball texture on it. This was created for the marine industry. It's a sticky back. It just sticks right down. This is awesome stuff. We had a 31 foot Sea Ray Sundancer. The carpet in the back, marine carpet just kind of gets crappy and turns to powder. So we ripped up all the carpet and did that whole back in a gray C-Deck. And then on my 17-foot duck boat, we also use it for fishing. It was getting a little hot. It's all aluminum. So we got this. And hopefully I can add some excuse me, add some pictures here. I think I got some on my phone. So that made up the 1/4 inch I needed, and kind of first wall is done. It's about 16 foot in length, just under 7 foot high. Did all these on 36-inch spacings, all screwed with heavy duty 3-inch deck screws. I'm going to put another piece here on the bottom because the whole plan for this is it will be mobile, and go from there. So side on coop width, I think we're going to build this 7 wide, and this is 5. So we'll have enough room, square footage for chickens. We plan on getting, 12, 14. So that'll be adequate for that. Gonna start the second wall. Got these kind of framed in. Then I want to decide how high I want to build the hen house up. And I decided to go with one just solid. This for structural integrity. This will just be one roof So they'll have a covered run, and they'll be able to go under the hen house. So it should be a good size, 16 length, 7 foot wide, and 7 foot. So it's just under 7 foot tall on the high side. It'll probably come down, you know, a foot just for rainwater, and we will go from there. Down here, all these spaces, there, and there are 36 centers. Then I put this, the odd one I put towards the front because that's where it'll be moved from the front. So build the other identical wall just a little bit shorter, and we'll go from there. So taking a break right here for now. This is the short side. As you can see, it's about 6 foot. And here's the start of the hen box, 24 inches off the ground. I'm going to hang a water and a feeder underneath there. And then we angle up to the other side that's just taller. Spin around over here. They are living life to the fullest. So 7 foot wide. I made it 7 foot wide on the inside. Might as well just, I got the material, might as well make it as wide as I can get it. So this hen house is going to be 7 by 5. You can see it's going to have an angled roof on it. Those are just supports now. And I got one rafter up there now. I actually need to get out of my garage before I put those on, or else it's not going to fit. But here's where we are now. I'm thinking I'm going to have a window in this area. Going to have the egg box in this area. On the back here, what you're seeing, I'm going to have doors, and I want them to be about 66 inches wide. Reason being, the bucket on my tractor is 66 inches wide. I have some linoleum, like real thick linoleum left over from, we had some linoleum done at this house before we moved in the laundry room. You're going to add that on here. It's plywood, but framed in for now. Made it pretty heavy duty, probably over engineered it. Reason being is I'm going to move it around the yard with the tractor at some point. And the pit boss is sure taking off. I'm getting ready to throw some ribs on while we're home. So doubled up all the corners, as you can see. And I probably didn't need to add these middle supports, but I'm kind of over engineering it. Like I said before, everything else is on 36-inch centers. I'm gonna have more framing done in here when I add the window. I bought 2 just cheap vinyl hung slider windows to get some ventilation, and that's what we have right now. I'm glad. I was gonna thought about building an 8 feet wide, but I would have never got out of my garage. So that's about it for now. I got some wood left on the trailer. I have some wood left in one of the shops, actually little sheds out there, that I'll use to finish it. And then at some point I just need to go buy some steel sheeting for the roof. And I don't know what we're doing yet about siding, maybe some T111. She kind of likes the whole red and white traditional barn look. So that's where we are. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it'll make a nice little home for these little chickies. They're kind of fun to watch, I'll admit it. As stated earlier, I do not like chickens. But earlier I caught myself just sitting there watching them for quite some time. They are kind of interesting to watch. So bigger than I thought it was going to be. I went with 16 foot just because that's the longest treated 2x4s I could get. There's all the scrap pile. There's the 2 vinyl hung windows. And I got some more wood to go through. After I get some ribs thrown on, I might try and see how much I can get her knocked out tonight. I made more progress today than I thought I was going to, so stay tuned. Yesterday when I went to the store, I bought these vinyl hung windows. They slide. Like you know, obviously here's the floor of the hen house, and then they'll have all this underneath to run. I'll put a feeder and a water underneath there. I don't think if it's open, a coyote or anything will try and jump up. I mean, they really won't be able to climb up. I might put some hardware cloth over this whole thing. I don't know. My wife's wedding dress hanging there is kind of creeping me out. It had like 12 pounds of sand on it when we got married on a beach, and we were going to get it dry cleaned and donated to people who use them for infant babies who pass away, but for some reason no one would take it. They said they're so full they don't have anywhere to put new dresses. So if anybody knows of a good charity, let us know. Be glad to donate that, and I'll pay to get it dry cleaned. So we changed our mind. Instead of doing the red and white, I thought this kind of rustic cool looked kind of cool. Actually, what this is just the dog ear pickets for a picket fence. So after it fades out a year, then we'll paint it the red. I went and looked at from some T11, and it was all the store head was all just beat up. So this will work for now. I kind of like the greenish tinge to it. I think it'll look good with the shiny steel roof. Like I said, this whole thing's built overkill, over-engineered, but I want to have it a long time, so that's that. What else I do? I'm going to beef up this bottom here with I got a 2x12 I'm going to turn up on a T, just more rigidity. And then I'm going to beef up the front for when I do kind of pull it with the tractor. I'm not going to worry about cutting angles on the skids. What I'll use is if I want to pull it around and move it different places through the yard, I think I'll just hook it to the 3-point, raise it up just an inch or so I don't dig in. So this is the floor of the hen house. I'm going to have my either one big door or 2 split doors open, and then they'll probably come to around here, leave about a foot on each side. This is going to have linoleum in it. That's actually going to go up the walls a little bit on all 4 sides, except this one, it will drip, run down. So easy to scoop it out in the bucket of the tractor and throw it on a compost pile when we get that far. I don't even know where I'm going to do that yet. But as you can see, here's just a support here for now. But this is going to be the slope of the roof. Should be enough for snow and rain. I got some brackets to put up on the top, and I'm just going to run 2x4s. Like I said, I don't know if this will stay here. This was just kind of here for now to give me an idea of the pitch we're going to have. And then over here, with the creepy wedding dress just hanging in the garage because it's full of sand, there is going to be another one of those windows. And that's about it on that wall. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. And then here eventually, there will be a little door with a ramp going out so chickens can go in and out. Like I said, I don't have any plans for this stuff. I just kind of envisioned this in my head and went with it.